headache. I'm so fed up, swear this misery is never ending. All these voices in my ear, they put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. Underground in a dark place, I lay low like Doug Graves. Black mask, black duct tape, she got nice lips, I call her fuck face. I'll eat that pussy when she on her menstrual. Murder weapons inside the rental. If you got beef, you better let go. Back, hook one through your temple. Cody Manson, you can't rebuke him. You know it's him if that demon's stupid. You can't stop him even if you shoot him. You can scream, but that shit is useless. The devil's coming, you can hear the music. Got you struggling, choking and puking. Rigor mortis, corpse leaking fluid. Dead bodies smell like raw sewage. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up, swear this misery is never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up, swear this misery is never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. And my psycho was schizo, my only friend is a pistol. They tend to call me a sicko, cause I'm addicted to nymphos. Every day I swear I wake up, it's the same old thing. I came so far, but I'm still stuck in my old ways. It's not my family that makes me feel this way. It's the insanity that's stuck inside my brain. 10 over 6, my thoughts are wicked. Everyday struggles of a misfit. All my pain is self-inflicted. Can't escape the misery, I'm addicted. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up, swear this misery is never ending. All these voices in my ear, they...
What's good? Welcome to Zoetic Promotions tonight. We have Cody Manson tonight, and we are excited to see everybody. This is Zoetic Promotions.
Let's do it, do it.
Sunny Canine with me tonight. And how y'all doing? There's a comment box where you can hop into the comments and ask Cody Manson anything you want. And speaking of Cody Manson, what's good, Cody?
What up? Cody Manson one time. Zoe Promotions. Everybody that's watching and listening.
Just chill. Just chill.
What's good?
I'm just kidding. We're like, yay!
Don't
Cody,
chill. Never chill. Never chill.
I'm proud of you. We're proud of you. You're killing it. You're how many? Okay, interviewed you in 2020 with UWR, and it was amazing. It was one of my favorite interviews ever, and it was when you weren't starting out, but you were just signed on to LSP.
Yeah, I wasn't announced yet though.
Yeah, it wasn't announced. You announced it to us first, which was, I felt so blessed, man. And I remember you were starting out with merch where you were making necklaces out of clay. And look at your merch now.
Yeah. I'm actually getting back into doing the chains. Oh, she got the fuck off mask on. There we go.
I mean, this is the sickest mask I've ever seen in my life.
You gotta represent.
It has been really useful.
Hell yeah. I caught some flack over using that patch, but I cleared it up.
Oh, you did? What happened?
Well, what happens is like this, for instance, like the patchwork stitching culture has been around for a long time. And a lot of people will make like vests or shirts and use like their favorite bands or people they fuck with and use their patches. And I had that hat. That's my homie IR Wolf from Shithouse. That's the homie. I fuck with all of them. And I had his hat for like a year, and I ended up cutting it up, and I used one of the patches off it, and I guess it rubbed some people the wrong way. They thought I was biting their shit, and it was more just trying to just show love. But you know, it is what it is. Like I feel I cleared that up, but
this is love right here.
This is a forewarning to anybody who sells me their merch. It could potentially pop up on stitched on another piece of clothing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, real talk.
I don't know where it is.
Like all those punk rock dudes who have all the old school '80s rock bands. and their patches.
Yeah, it's called crust punk. Is what that style is.
Mm.
Okay, Heather. Cody Manson is the shit,
What up,
right?
Heather?
We all know that. That's a known fact. So I actually made a Zoetic Promotions patch stuff, making beanies. It's cool. You inspired me. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love doing that kind of stuff anyways. And I was like, dude, that's a really, actually, at least you don't have to get like anybody to print it out for you. You can just make it yourself. Like I sew the patches. And
like the stitching process to me is therapeutic.
It is. And your hand, this is so cool that you made this. You know what I mean? It's custom. It just, you did the mouth part, right? Did you do this part?
It got the Gucci mouth print and shit.
Yeah, it's so sick, man. So, and you have a lot of different merch. I'm like, it fits me different every time I put it back on. But
it's called horror jerseys, right?
Yeah, I was checking it out. The horror jerseys.
Those horror jerseys, those horror themed jerseys and stuff. I did a short run. I just did like 4 of them, and they sold out in an hour. And actually, I haven't posted them yet, but I have another batch I'm working on that I'll be posting 4 more, and then maybe some more after that.
Nice.
Would it be appropriate to say that you were inspired by horror films?
Well, no, they're just horror movies on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucking like it was like, one of them was a Jason, one of them was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one was Pinhead, and one was Jeepers Creepers.
Which one was your favorite?
I liked them all, but like the pink Pinhead jersey to me just had a pop to it. Like that shit looked crazy. I mean, like I liked them all equally. Like the thing I liked about the Jason one was it was like a blue jersey. And the Jason picture had like a blue night sky in it, and just the way that the colors blend and shit. Like I'm real big just on like the visual of it, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I captured like all of them the same.
Do you feel like the horror film influence has portrayed through your hip hop career in more or less, or
I mean not so much the sound of my music, maybe the energy, but like I've always said this, like I'm not like a horrorcore rapper, like you know what I'm saying, even though like I'm signed to a horrorcore based label, like I'm just Cody, man. Like I do whatever I'm feeling at the time. Like I do all type of shit. I seen Lavender popped up in here. Lavender, what's up? Seen Troy in there. What up? Scooter, what up?
We have a lot of people in here tonight. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't been on Facebook in like 2 days, so this is my first post I shared in like 2 days. So we'll probably get some traction on here.
If anybody has any questions, ask away too. Like I love to answer your questions as well. I wanted to cover some bases with people that there's a lot of people that know who you are, but maybe somebody who's watching right now. Explain how Trife Life was developed and explain this Trife Life to everyone.
All right, so Trife Life to me, the term trife or trifling has been around forever. Like I don't know when the first, but it's been around for a minute.
What are you trifling with? Like that?
Yeah, well, just being trifling. Like you can hear about like some like, you know, like doing some scandalous shit, or just, you know, being just trifling just means kind of shysty, grimy, you know, and like I've told this publicly before, but I've been to prison before. Like one of the things I went to prison for was like burglary back in the day, which I'm not like proud of that shit, not flexing it, but like I used to really be in the street just doing crazy ass shit, which I'm glad I got that out of my system younger. Because it's sad to see there's a lot of people that are like in their 20s or almost 30 just now trying to portray some street shit and like trying to start doing these things so they can rap about it or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like I'm more out of that life, but like I've lived a life of that, so I still like put it in my music, but like I'm not trying to catch up to like an image. I'm really just like I've chilled the fuck out. But like Trife Life in general. When I was actually sitting in prison, I used to go by the name Codeine, and I knew like, all right, so like every rapper has like their own brand, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like Yellow Wolf, like he has Slow American, like you know, you can name 100 rappers that have, you know, their own brand and
their own label, yeah,
and it's not necessarily even just a label. Like a lot of them turn into a label, you know what I'm saying? But it's just more having something like if you get signed to a major label, like you're gonna want to have your own stamp as well. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I was sitting in prison and I was just going over things and I was like, you know, Trife Life, it was either gonna be Trife Life or I was gonna do Grind Gang. But like to me, I didn't want the word gang in my shit. Like I'm not hating on anyone who does, but I just personally, and I know that sounds contradictory because I had Chain Gang, but that's a whole different
I remember that
thing. But yeah, I just visualized like this new presentation of how I wanted to come out as an artist, and it came out when I came out of prison. I had Trife Life, and my name Codeine. I ended up changing it to Cody Manson because like when I came home, it was like the SoundCloud era like wave, and like it was like the first day I was home. I was in the corner store, and I seen the double XL, and it had every artist had like short, colorful dreads and face tattoos, and my dreads were about just as long as them. You know what I'm saying? And like anytime I did a few shows, and anytime I did a show, people like always put me in like that SoundCloud rapper box, and like I'm not hating on that box, but that's not the type of artist I am. And I would get the same like backhanded compliment. People would come up to me like, "Yo, man, I thought you were gonna fucking suck, but you know your shit was dope." Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because my name's Cody, I had face tats and shit. And before I went to prison, I started doing my own music videos, and I've had this X on my forehead for like 10 years now, and I didn't want to do music videos and have it be like Codeine song title, video by Codeine. So I made my own film company up just as a different brand. It was called Cody Manson Films.
nice.
And then after I came home, I had Trife Life as an idea to use for my brand. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call myself Cody Manson to get out of this like SoundCloud box that people are just putting me in. So just like that. And then I sat there and worked and pushed my idea. I built an album. I think I said this before with the Psychoactive album. I was like, I wanted to get it put on a big platform. Like I knew like I didn't want to just keep doing the same thing, because if I'm going to rebrand, I didn't want to just keep doing the same pattern. So I was like, I'm going to build a solid project, and I'm going to shop it around to like underground labels and see if I can just get someone to pick it up. I talked to a few big ones. Some people liked it, but they just didn't want to sign anybody. I entered that Suburban Noise, or what was it? It was a Suburban Noise SRH contest.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, if you win, you get to perform. You get to perform on SRH Fest in a possible deal with Suburban Noise, and I actually came in third on that. And I just feel like I wasn't their vibe as far as like I fuck with them heavy. Like I'm not throwing shade on them, but just as far as like my music in general is a little bit more like gritty and intense compared to like the stoner rap shit. And then
Can I say something? Also, can I say something?
What up?
You have bars, dude.
Thanks.
You have mad bar. I love it. It's that grimy, unique. That's what I think really stands out with your music to me.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, so I put a project together. I ended up having my first daughter in the mix of that. And then like I kind of picked up and put it down. And before I actually finished that album, I was even considering just quitting doing music, as crazy as that sounds. And then so that Psychoactive album was pieced together over about a 2-year span, picked up and put down. So that's why like some people, like they might not notice it just listening to it, but me as an artist, when I listen to it, I can tell like it wasn't all just written in the same vibe. Like it might be cohesive, but like I felt like I was all over the place making that project. But when I finally finished it, as you all know, it came out on LSP, and I feel like it was a good look to have a good platform to put an album out on, and that's just what I've been doing since. But yeah, to answer the Trife Life question, it just came from me needing my own brand for when I start pushing my shit.
Well, you're very good at the brand. Like I love the chains, the Trife Life chains. Next time you come, when are you going to be in Salt Lake City next?
I honestly don't know yet. I know I tour a lot, and everyone knows I tour a lot, but this year I'm not going to be touring nearly as much as I do, because I got to focus on. I got a new album dropping coming soon, And I just want to get focused on getting more videos together and doing more content and just like TikTok shit. Which if you guys have TikTok, follow me. I finally started fucking TikTok.
I can't. It's like Chinese spyware to me. I'm just like, oh, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
but I mean, as an artist, you know, like
it probably
like,
is good.
Like I slept on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I that's a big platform that I slept on and like didn't do. And then like SoundCloud was one I slept on, but I think the SoundCloud stigma that was on me made me like purposely not do a SoundCloud. Like, so whenever someone's like, "Yo, you got music on SoundCloud?" I'm like, "Actually, I don't have music on SoundCloud." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's your favorite stream for your music?
I'm a YouTube head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously Spotify is the popular one, but like, I'm a YouTube head. Like, I'd rather go watch your music video than listen to your listen to your song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same. I do everything up on
so
YouTube.
So you're from the East Coast, correct?
Well, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. All right, for sure. So what was the culture shock the first time you came to Salt Lake City? The first time you came here to perform, coming from Cleveland, what was the culture shock that you experienced, knowing that being a part of LSP.
And Doron's in the house right now too.
It was like knowing that LSP is so popular out here. LSP, like they have everything from that. I see everybody wearing the hat to the jumpsuit. Like I have a homeboy who was wearing an LSP jumpsuit during the hot summer day, and he wouldn't take it off because he paid like $150 or something for it, but he wouldn't take it off because it looks so fly.
Oh yeah.
As far as the term culture shock, to be honest with you, I really didn't feel much of a culture shock because like Salt Lake City was one of the cities that took me a while to get to, but I've traveled so much before that. Like going to Salt Lake wasn't much different than being in like Denver or something, you know, like with the mountains and shit like that, like seeing like Colorado. And then like I'm pretty sure I did a Gore Fest before I ever went to Salt Lake, you know what I'm saying? So like being in like big LSP markets was something I was kind of already used to, but like I guess I don't want to call it culture shock, but to answer your question, like it was dope and refreshing to pull up to a city I've never been to that already was embracing me so tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was dope. And shouts out to Doran because he's the one who put on the first show that I ever did in Salt Lake City. That was the Generations of Snuff.
That must have been a shot of adrenaline, though, to have people wearing your guys' brand without even being there before.
I mean, to be honest with you, what's really crazy is like, I want to tell you guys a story. One thing where it's like one of those like, oh shit moments was right after like COVID and like when shit was still like really wonky with like doing shows, like there was all these restrictions and fucking capacity restrictions, all this shit. The first tour I ever did on LSP was the Terror in Texas tour. It was like a 3-day mini tour. It was Scum, Class, and myself. It was all in Texas. And my album was out, everything was out, but like this was my first time leaving Ohio on the label and shit like that, you know. And we had a show in Corpus Christi, and before the show, me, Class, his wife Sherry, and the homie D Nice, we went and got crab legs at this the seafood restaurant and shit. And it's like right on the Gulf of Mexico and shit. Like there's like the ocean right there on the side of the deck. And like I know like Class, obviously he's been on he's been in the game longer than I have, and he's from Texas, so like I figured if anything people would know who he was before I am, and shouts out to him, like this is all love, you know what I'm saying? But we're sitting there eating, and this dude just goes, "Hey Cody," I'm like, and like all of us look, like this dude said it like he knew me, like. And I'm in the very southern tip of Texas, never been there in my life. So dude's like, "Hey Cody," I'm like, "The fuck?" And he's like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "You're my favorite rapper right now." And I was like, "Damn, that's what's up." He's like, "You take a picture of my daughter?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" He had like this little probably like a 4 or 5-year-old girl with him. So I take a picture with him and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I don't even." And this dude's probably like in his 40s.
Right.
And he's like, yo, I'm a retired war veteran. He's like, I don't even listen to rap music. He's like, the only two rappers I listen to was Eminem and Cody Manson. And I'm like, get out of here, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, and he pulls up his Spotify and he shows me. He has like a bunch of classic rock and like metal. And the only two rappers on this shit is Eminem and Cody Manson. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I said, so you here for the show tonight? He's like, what show? I'm like, the show, that's why I'm here. He goes, no, man, I was just passing through. I drive a truck. He's like, I've been driving for 8 hours. I have 13 more hours to go. I was just stopping to get some lunch. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
And then like, you know, he left. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though I was in the city to do a show, and knew who I was, like, this was just a random stranger in a city way far away somewhere I've never been, just recognized me. And it had nothing to do with anything outside that. Like, shouts out to LSP, shouts out to that promoter that had that show going, but had nothing to do with any of that stuff. It was just a genuine fan that happened to see me in public somewhere.
That must have been a shot of adrenaline for you the night of the show that you had to go perform at, huh?
You said what?
Like running into that fan just right in the middle of somewhere you've never been to, yet you go to the show later that night to perform. That must have been an adrenaline shot for you, huh?
I mean, it wasn't really adrenaline, but like I said, I didn't even go to the show. Like, he wasn't there for the show. He was just there to get lunch. He had to get back on the road. So like,
yeah, but like for you to go to the show that you were going to, like whatever show you were about to go to and perform at that night, the fact that fan ran into you.
Oh yeah, it definitely hyped me up for sure. You know
it's a sign. You're just like, I'm doing the right thing. This is right. You know what I mean?
Like, I must have been like, oh, I'm gonna have a good show tonight.
And like, what's crazy too is like, I'm not gonna sit here and like fucking jack myself off all the times people have recognized me, but there's been so many random scenarios, like where I'll be in a place that has absolutely nothing. Like, dude, I was in Las Vegas. I'm gonna tell you guys one more. I'm in Las Vegas, and I was at the Coney Island that they have there on Fremont. And,
Fremont never.
Cody
never
Island.
sleeps.
What is that? What is Cody Island?
Coney Island. It's
Coney. Okay.
Yeah, Coney Island. It's like
Cody Island. What?
Yeah, I'll have a Coney Island.
So dope.
But no, so Coney Island, it's like a hot dog joint. Like, it's famous from Detroit. It's not just hot dogs. Like in Detroit, like it's called Coney Island, but like you can go there and get any type of food at any given time of the day. It's like 24 hours. Like, you can pull up at 3 a.m. after the bar, after the club.
Better than Waffle House. It's
but it's more like mom and pops. Like, you walk up to the window, order it, and you get the styrofoam tray shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they have one. There's a famous Coney Island. There's a bunch of famous ones in Detroit, but there's a famous one downtown, and they also opened a location in Las Vegas on the Fremont Strip. Like, not like the strip with the casinos, but the Fremont area. And there's a casino hooked to that. So we're eating Coney Island or whatever. Then like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go hit a slot machine. I don't even really gamble like that, especially back then. Like, that was like one of the first times I've really gambled. And the lady at Coney Island, she goes, dude, my son loves you. And I was like, what? She's like, you're a rapper, right? I was like, yeah. And I'm thinking in my head, like, she probably thinks I'm Lil Pump or like, you know what I'm saying? Because I get that all the time. People, like, especially like a city like Vegas or like somewhere like Vegas where there's like a lot of celebrities that come in and out of there and shit.
Right.
I'm just like kind of going with it, like, yeah, that's what's up. And she goes, no. I'm like, that's so crazy you're in front of me right now. I'm like, my son loves you. And I was like, that's what's up. Hell yeah, I get the food. And after I eat, I go right, like the casino's attached to it. So I go right into like the first slot machines inside the door. And as I sit down, I put like $20 in, and this shit comes running back. She goes, this is you, right? She shows me a video on her phone of her son watching my Shut the Fuck Up video. You're Cody Manson, right? And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, actually I am. She's like, damn, I gotta get a picture. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking Vegas, like you see anybody in Vegas, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that was a crazy experience. And like right after she walked off, I put the 20 in. The first spin I did a little Buffalo machine, bro. I smacked for like $550, bro. Shit was crazy. Shit was like a movie, bro.
That's luck. That's
yeah,
cool.
but it was like, you know, that's one of those scenarios to where it's like you're in one of those places where like if someone thinks they recognize you, chances are they're just mistaking you for another celebrity or some shit. And it was really cool when she proved it. Like, no, like literally, like, my son loves your shit. I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's cool. Hey, let's just take a pause here and watch Shut the Fuck Up. How's that sound to you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
If y'all are watching this on Facebook, share this shit right now.
Everybody share, everybody like, and I'm gonna look back and
Cody
whoever
Manson is one popular man.
whoever shares the most and comments the most. If I see somebody stands out, you're gonna win. You'll get a Zoetic Promotions charm and some stickers and shit. And you're more than welcome to donate some merch if you want to. It's up to you. Sometimes
I got some autograph tour pass stickers I could give out.
Okay, if you can, we'll think of a really stupid question that you guys need to get, and if you get it, then you can get that.
And shouts out to Lee. I see you on here, bro. What's good?
Yeah, what's good, everybody? Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for hopping on, and here we go with Shut the Fuck. I'll shut the fuck up.
Ready for the streets. You ain't heard this one yet. Tell the DJ play this. Street hits. Back alley official. We up now. We up now.
Yeah, that's Cody Manson, and this is Psychoactive. Trife Life. Look, most of these rappers is bitches. You can tell by the way they be having the mood swings, claiming they animals. Well, I'm knocking their ass off the top of the food chain. Stop with the sneak dissing. You better off hanging yourself with your shoestrings. Got multiple personalities, bitch. I'm a one-man Wu-Tang. I'm playing with dope like I'm working at Domino's. I am so fucking phenomenal. Said that you doper than me, that's impossible. I'm just like that coke that you put up your nostrils. Now take a sniff, catch that drip. I'm the shit, come and take a whiff. You wanna play with me, then I'ma take your chips and then light you up like the Vegas Strip. You talking shit, but I'm just cracking up. Cody Manson never gave a fuck. Counting paper up, I got paper cuts. You about as hard as some liquor in a paper cup. I'm dressed in all black on my Raider shit. Mortal Kombat on my raiding shit. You a pussy just an overweight Jaden Smith. Bitch, I'm the machine you can't rage against. Yeah, I heard you talking, you should shut the fuck up. You ain't never gonna do nothing, just shut the fuck up. All you do is run your mouth, you need to shut the fuck up. When the boss is all around, you need to shut the fuck up. S-T-S, 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 shut the fuck up. Class is in session. I guess it's time for dad to teach his son a lesson. You my biggest fan, begging for attention. Just a fat jackass, I'ma call you Preston. I was in a cell, had to do some time. Really been through hell, yeah, I put it on the line. You was never loyal, always switching sides. Online looking for some dick to ride. I heard you be throwing that dirt on my name. You might as well just dance with the devil. Cause I'ma let you dig your own grave, but then knock you out with the fucking shovel. You never been on tour, never hit the road, never made no money off no fucking show. On or off this mic, you don't want this smoke. You ain't 216, you was 4'4". I'm a heavyweight like Holyfield. They try to bite my sound like Mike Tyson. You talk about the teeth in my mouth. Next time I see you, make you look this lightning. I don't need to do no video with like 20 dudes just to get some views. So please do not get confused. Dick riding ain't paying dues. Yeah, I heard you talking, you should shut the fuck up. You ain't never gonna do nothing, just shut the fuck up. All you do is run your mouth, you need to shut the fuck up. When the boss is all around, you need to shut the fuck up. S-T-S, 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 shut the fuck up.
Street hits. Back alley official. We up now. We up now.
Sick video, dude. Tell me about this video. Tell us the story.
There's not really much to it. The story behind that video, that song actually was inspired just by people talking shit about me. Um, it's not like a diss track towards a specific artist or anything. At one point, maybe there's a couple bars that was about a certain artist that was already talking shit about me, but me and him are cool as fuck now. So I'm not even gonna say the dude's name because I'm not even trying to put that energy out there. But yeah. So that was one of the songs. That was one of the songs from Psychoactive, but that video dropped before the album came out. Yeah, that was I shot that at Shadows as a venue. It was a sports bar that I helped convert into a venue, which is no longer open anymore, unfortunately. But I came in, she first booked me for a show there, and then like it was a really good turnout. And she's like, "Yo," she kept wanting me to throw shows there, and I didn't want to just keep burning myself out. So what I started doing was I started promoting shows where I would throw the show, but I wouldn't be performing on it. Like, and around the same time, a lot of venues in Cleveland quit booking like underground rap shit, and like it was harder and harder to throw a show, to where like there was like venues that were like competing with us or like throwing shade or whatever, like, oh, that place barely has a stage and shit. Because I built like this like stage there. It was a decent stage, but at first there was no stage there or nothing. It was like a karaoke type fucking vibe. But like I ended up building it more and more into a venue, and then eventually all these other promoters that used to hate on me was like, yo, I can't get this other venue anymore, man. How do I get in there? So like I kind of like helped like keep the heartbeat of the underground rap scene alive in Cleveland from doing that over time. And I threw like a lot of people's first shows, and there's a lot of people that was like, you know, like the first time they ever rapped in front of people on a microphone was at a show that I put them on and shit. So it was like, it felt real cool to give back to the scene. I know at one point, AXE, when it was just 2 members, and then Loki, they did a tour. They performed there. I know ABK performed there a handful of times. We had Riff Raff scheduled, but then Corona happened and that didn't come through. But I mean, as far as anything else goes, we just used to throw bangers there. So like, I pretty much had like a key to the place. So I talked to the bartender. We shot a video there for Shut the Fuck Up, and it's actually, if you guys watch Psychoactive, that's the same bar that's in Psychoactive where
okay.
you know the dude serves the bartender and serves the bus boy and shit, and they sniff the brains and their eyes turn black and shit. Like that's
And they're like
all,
in the back kitchen where they have. Isn't there like area?
that's
Been a
the
while.
kitchen. Yeah, that's all. It's all the same bar. I shot that in.
Sick.
Yeah, but that's, you know, rest in peace to Shadows. It's no longer there. Shouts out to Barb, though. I don't know what she's got going on anymore, but she's definitely doing good. That's the owner. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I made a post about who wants to be in the video. I had like 50 people say they're going to pull up, and like 5 pulled up, and that's what we did with it.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's cool. I have some questions. Where, like, everyone's like, when did you start rapping and all that? It's not like that.
Nah,
hold up.
Okay.
When did you discover like your style, your flow? Like, you, even if you'd been rapping or wanted to be a rapper before that, when was the moment and the feeling of when you got it? You're like,
I still feel like my style is evolving, but like I wrote my first 16 when I was like 14 years old, probably. And I feel like obviously I've evolved, but like even if you can, which I don't even have these songs anymore, but like there's old projects I did back in the day under Codeine, and like I actually used to go by Young C when I was like really young. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some shit people probably don't even know, but if you listen, like there's times like I'll random, like on my hard drive, like I'll find like old mixtape shit I did, and it's kind of crazy how much my style is still the same. You know, I've obviously polished up my delivery more. I'm better at like keeping like flow patterns on beat, like not just on beat with the clap, but like learning how to syllableize to where like all my syllable patterns will match. Like I've gotten better, but I've kind of like kept this same style overall since I've ever started rapping. Like, but one of the moments where I felt like, damn, I can really do this is like when I was about 19 years old and I started doing like my first shows and shit. I was like, yo, I really like, especially live, like my recordings, I used to mix and master on my own shit. So it definitely wasn't the best production. But
did you learn a lot though? I mean,
you said
doing
what?
your own, you probably learned a lot though, just by kind of doing your own and experimenting with sound.
Yeah, I was a garage band master. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like they'll laugh at garage band, but it's funny because to this day, like if you guys heard my song Sulfur,
yes, actually I'm gonna play it.
So that song, I mean, it's not the greatest quality, but I actually recorded that on GarageBand as a reference track. And when you record songs, you do like the main layer, the dub, the high. That whole song from beginning to end is just me rapping the whole song all the way through one time. And there's no layers, there's no nothing on there. I just do like
that's how I like to do my music. I have to ask him when I'm in the recording studio. I'm like, I don't like piecing it. I want to go from front to the end.
Yeah, and to dig deeper into the question, when you first start out as a hip hop artist, you tend to emulate your favorite artists that inspired you to start rapping in the first place.
Yeah.
So who was if there's more than one, name the rapper that inspired you to start rapping and name the rapper that you emulated before you found your own individual identity.
Right. So when it came to like the style, I never even knew how to copy an artist's like actual rap style, you know? I mean, like nowadays I know enough about music to where like if I wanted to copy a certain rapper style, I could, like, but I didn't know enough about it. But like, who did I think I was sounding like? Was like Eminem, Esham, and The Game. Like those were like three artists that was like,
all right.
And Lil White. Lil White was definitely an artist that was like.
Oh yeah, Lil White's from Colorado, right?
No, Lil White is from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
yeah, he was part of 3 6 Mafia.
Sorry.
Hey, I'll level with you. When I was 16, 17, I thought I was the light-skinned Kanye West.
Kanye's dope. Kanye's almost taboo to like nowadays, but I fuck with Kanye. Like he's also a Gemini, and I like how whenever he like talks about like being the best rapper, he's also like I'm the best Gemini rapper. Like he has like and I feel that though because Geminis are very competitive, and when it comes to like beyond music and production, like his like the clothing and all that shit. Like I'm also a clothing designer and shit. Like
don't get me wrong, he's a mad genius. I just don't know. Like sometimes he walks a tightrope between mad and genius. You know, like,
I mean,
that's also
that rope. Like
as long as
I'm not like I said, I'm not trying to co-sign everything he's ever said because he said some off the wall shit. That's
yeah.
But at the same time, like you gotta understand, like we only know what we're told, and we only know like what like I feel like a lot of times Kanye specifically is one of those artists that like if he doesn't like do like what they want, he's like one of those people that they make him out to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that like I relate to that in a lot of ways too because like I'm going through some shit behind the scenes and like I'm always made out to be looked at like I'm this bad person or I'm like this fucking like I'm just like a loose cannon that like you can never you can't trust what I'm gonna do next or some shit. And it just comes down to like it's the people that you don't do what they want you to do or you're not falling in line with what they think is right, then they make you out to be a fucking maniac. You know what I'm saying? But
like control money if they want to manage you and they want something from you that's not you. It's usually like if you go your own way and do you, they're pissed and they make you out to be an ass. It happens in almost every type of
for sure. I mean, like even like with me right now, like in the juggalo culture, like I never, like I'm not trying to double back and be like I'm not a juggalo rapper, but I've always said I'm not a juggalo rapper. I'm not a horrorcore artist either. I just do styles. My style kind of emulates a lot of shit. Like I was born in Michigan and moved to Cleveland when I was like 12 or 13. But I grew up on Esham before I ever even knew what ICP was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I got hip to ICP when I was a youngster. Like, you know what I'm saying? so like I had like the Great Milenko cassette tape and shit when I was a kid. And like I remember like, you know, I didn't just fall just into Juggalo shit, but like going forward, like I've always, it's always been a part of like what I known to be hip hop history. Like ICP was always a big artist that I listened to, but I also listened to Eazy-E. I also listened to Eminem. I also listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tupac, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all these other artists. And
so you would consider yourself a student of the game?
Oh, most definitely. A student
Nice.
of hip hop, like not just underground rap. Like that's what a lot of people
Everything.
like. I respect the love that in like the direct attention that like underground gets, but like sometimes people are so in that box that they don't realize that there's a way bigger ocean, and that's just a small fish in that ocean. To where like to the point to where like it's a gift and a curse, because like you could do something like, all right, so like if you do something that's already popular mainstream and juggalos know about it, they're gonna be like, oh, that's corny. But there's artists that completely copycat a big artist that juggalos aren't hip to. They do in the juggalo world. The juggalos think it's this new invention that this artist created. And it's like, bro, like I could pick that apart in 2 seconds. This guy is a mixture of this artist, and that artist.
Mm-hmm.
But these juggalos don't know that because they only listen to this. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But I want to go back on what I was saying though. In the juggalo culture right now, it's like, there's like, you know, a lot of it, like I've spoken on this before. A lot of it comes from me, you know, working with certain artists and certain political sides of shit, which I don't give a fuck about. I just always do me. But like, the second that I started doing things that people didn't want me to do, I started getting a lot of backlash behind the scenes. And then, you know, there's like the little fucking drama that comes up with that. And it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like if I got signed to a fucking multi-million-dollar mainstream fucking deal tomorrow, I would never deny Juggalo fans, because like whether I like it or not, the majority of my fans are Juggalos. But like I'm not trying to just put myself in a box that I am just like a Juggalo rapper, even though like that's the majority of my like popularity. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started doing that, or once I started just, you know, not just trying to like follow the fucking trend or follow the agenda of what a Juggalo rapper should and shouldn't do, who they should and shouldn't work with. Once I stepped outside that, you know, motherfuckers started hating. But not everybody though. As you can see, there's a lot of people on here showing hella love. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I think it's cool because you have fans from everywhere. You have truckers, you have mothers, you have, you know, mother truckers, you have you run into people all the time. I have a question.
What up?
What you're talking about expansion, staying out of the box, which is dope. I love that. What is something that you listen to that nobody would expect you to listen to it?
Tom Petty. I listen to a lot of Tom Petty. I listen to a lot of classic rock, like especially like when I'm doing like art, like when I'm working on chains, or if I'm like stitching clothing and shit, like I'll turn on like classic rock radio.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, I don't know, I listen to a lot of real trap rap, like not the SoundCloud, what is called trap rap nowadays. I'm talking about like Young Jeezy, Gucci Mane, fucking, you know, those type of artists. Like
Jesse Man, that type of artist.
Who?
Jesse Man. He was on tour when you were at G-Strings.
Is Cleveland considered like the dirty South of the East Coast?
No. No. Cleveland is the Midwest, all right?
Oh, the Midwest. Sorry.
The East Coast.
My mistake, sorry.
No, you're cool. I'm just trying to break it down for you. It's like this. It's like, you know how like calling Cleveland the East Coast is like calling Dallas, Texas the West Coast. Like Dallas, Texas is the Southwest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, if you split the map in half, yes, Cleveland is east, yes, Dallas is west, but Dallas is not the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So if you got your regions, you know, there's the Midwest, East Coast, South, Southwest, and West. You know what I'm saying? So Cleveland is in the category of like the Chicago's, the Milwaukee's, the Detroit's, the St. Louis's,
Isn't
the
it like right
Cincinnati's.
below Detroit, a little bit to the east?
Detroit is northwest from
So yeah,
Cleveland.
so Cleveland's like
Cleveland
south.
is right. Cleveland is right on Lake Erie. Like Cleveland is at the top of
cool.
the country.
That's
It's
cool.
That's another dope thing about Cleveland. It's the only city in Ohio that has a beach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
But
Really?
but no. To answer your question, Cleveland definitely is, like, it definitely is a grimy city. But that's the thing about the Midwest, man. Like, I'm not trying to like hate on the structures of cities and say there's no nice cities in the Midwest, because like that, there's nice parts of these cities. Like Detroit is a fucking grimy ass city, but there's also really beautiful parts of Detroit. Chicago, violent as fuck, but there's also really nice parts of Chicago. Like Cleveland, like they've cleaned it up a lot, but it's still grimy as fuck. Like, you know, Indianapolis.
How far
Like,
away are they from each other? If you were to drive from Cleveland to Detroit or from Cleveland to Chicago, like how far of a drive would that
Cleveland to Detroit's like 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how fast you drive.
be? Really?
Chicago, I believe it's like a 6-hour drive. Indianapolis is like a 4.5-hour drive. St. Louis is like a 9-hour drive. Cincinnati's a 4-hour drive. Columbus is a 2-hour drive. But here's the thing too. When you talk about East Coast, Pittsburgh is only like 2.5 hours from, let me shout St. Paul and fucking Minneapolis too. ICO, Minnesota is the Midwest as well. But like if you're in Cleveland and you go west, you're going more to the Midwest. But if you go 2 hours east, 2.5 hours east, you'll be in Pittsburgh, which is like the start of the East Coast. Like Pittsburgh definitely has Midwest city vibes, but technically it's the East Coast.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska too.
Dude, I love that place.
That's where the king of horrorcore got his crown. You feel me?
Omaha is beautiful, man. It's cool. Cool people.
I think the closest I've ever been to the Midwest was Jefferson City, Missouri.
That's the Midwest for sure. And Kansas City. Let me not forget Kansas City.
I lived in Kansas City for a while.
Kansas City is definitely more towards the middle of the country, but Kansas City, like how I said, Cleveland is the edge of the Midwest to the east. Kansas City is the edge of the Midwest.
What venue do you go to Kansas?
I mean, Kansas City, like their scene is like, it's especially for underground. Like I every time I go to Kansas City, I play a different venue. Like I probably like I hate to even say it like this, but I can't even remember the name of the last venue I performed at there. It was a dope ass spot though. I'd have to look at my tour.
There was this one spot. It was kind of by the river, right? And ICP came out all the time.
Was it called the Elbow Room?
Yes, I think so.
I never played there, but I remember that. I remember like seeing that on a bunch of flyers all the time. That the Elbow Room was like one of their main venues, but I never played there though. It was closed down before I ever got out there.
Ah, shit.
I remember I lived in Jefferson City, and the elementary, junior high, and high school was all on the same block.
That's interesting. Jefferson City. Okay, so America's Most Haunted. Do you know them?
I mean, I don't know everyone's name on here. I'm reading that right now too.
Yeah, AMH, America's Most Haunted. They've been around about 20 years. They're amazing. You need to listen to their music.
Yeah,
he says we kicked it at the gathering shit. Whenever I'm at the gathering, bro, I'll be actually thugging like out there, bro. Like I don't do the hotel shit. I don't do none of that shit. I stay there the whole time. And if you ever came across me at the gathering, you know I show hella love. So shout out to that homie. And he said he told me about his recovery story. We clicked. That's dope. What's crazy is like I just started my recovery, shit. Tomorrow actually will be 6 months completely sober off alcohol, weed, and everything. So nice. Shouts out to all the sober ninjas out there and anyone who's struggling that's trying to get out, bro. You can do that shit.
Cody Manson, real time.
For real, that takes a lot of courage and strength.
That's not easy to do, and I applaud you for that, sir. Real talk.
Self-discipline is a motherfucker, and that's something I always like slacked on. So I'm trying to get better at that.
So, do you find that music helps you through it?
Through sobriety, I mean, yeah, but like, It's weird because I haven't wrote that much music being sober yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done a few features and shit, but like even this next album that's about to come out, like I wasn't sober when I did that album. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm actually pretty interested. I was actually just talking with my girl about this shit. Like what I'm gonna like how to come at music, because like it's not that I need the drugs or the alcohol to have an ego or to feel myself, but it's like I realize like how much I've been like shorting my content just because it's like, oh, get fucked up, fuck bitches and do this and do that. It's like I'm so much deeper of an artist in that, and like I've kind of scratched the surface with like, you know, Tears of a Clown and like songs like that, but like I have a lot more depth and layers to me than just the exterior party Cody Manson. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm really looking forward to putting that out there.
Is that going to be on the next album?
What be on the next album?
Style. Just putting more of your deeper work
Oh
out.
yeah. This next album that's coming out, it was supposed to be a collab EP that I was doing with my brother Keith Stone, but instead I decided to add like a handful of solo tracks to it. It's just gonna be a full-length Cody Manson album. Keith Stone will still be on the 7 songs that he was on. So forewarning y'all, my next album has a bunch of features on it, but I will give you guys some solo songs too. But regardless of the features or not, all the songs are solid as fuck. And it's there's actually like I reached a point to where like I was so down here with just mental health and fucking drug abuse and just like suppressing everything with alcohol and shit like that, to where like there is some songs you can tell it's just like a party song, but then there's some songs where you can tell I'm really battling demons in. But then there's definitely a track on there that's it's real, but it's more motivational on some like you can't hold me down type shit.
Right.
And I look forward to that. Actually, I want to plug this right now. I don't have an exact release date, but my album, Double Cups and Demons, will be dropping in late May for sure. I don't have an exact date, but finally, you guys are going to get an album from me. It's been over a year and a half. By the time May hits, E equals MC Skelter came out, like, I believe June 10th or something, almost 2 years ago. So May will be just short of 2 years that you guys haven't got a full-length album from me. And, you know, I'm not saying I blame this or anything, but like the reason being it took so long is because I was touring so much. I went through a lot of personal life changes. Like my life has done a complete 180 from where I was. You know, I moved around a lot. Like now I live in California. Like I don't even live in Ohio anymore. Just a lot. Like a lot of life changes and experiences and like just battling demons. Like not just because I was a drug addict or something, like just all that. I want to blame it mostly on my mental health. And a lot of it was self-inflicted. Like it wasn't just, oh, someone broke my heart or this or that. It's like, no, like I was just so toxic and self-destructive that I was doing everything else I needed to do as an artist except for creating music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they say strike while the iron's hot and shit, but like I feel like everything happened for a reason, to where this album that's about to come out, I'm happy as fuck with it. It's not something I just threw together just to put something out. You know what I mean? So, and like the first 7 songs of that were recorded back in like July and August of this past year. So by the time that comes out, it'll be almost a year old, some of those songs. So it's like a time capsule. So it's like, just because I haven't dropped a full length doesn't mean I wasn't working or doing shit. So I'm kind of catching up to where I'm at now today. So I feel like the album after this next one will be the one that you can hear what I'm doing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can I ask you where Voices, when was that released?
Voices was released on Equals MC Skelter. You're asking like what was the song about or something? Or
when
like,
was it released? Like
Voices came out June 10th on
June
Equals
10th.
MC Skelter.
So I really want to play it.
Yeah, you can play that. It was that came out like a year and a half ago. Shouts out to McNasty. He shot that video for me when I was on tour with Twisted, and we shot that in Tucson at the Rock, the venue The Rock, and there's like the little Pete Memorial and shit is in that video. But yeah, go ahead and play that if you want to.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'll throw shit on the ground too. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I dropped my schmitch.
All right, let's go. Let's play this song.
Play it.
Okay, what's going on? Let's blast it. Let's get this thing
All
going.
these demons in my
I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty.
That was the end. Right? It was.
up.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's listen to it from the beginning, everybody. That was a taste. Shit. Technical difficulty.
Fuck out of my head. Leave me alone. I don't know how I manage, cause every day I'm anxious. I'm staring in the mirror face to face with a stranger. I don't even know what my name is. Walk around my city aimless. Paranoid, got my hand on my stainless. Talking to myself, stuck in my thoughts. If I go too deep, it gets dangerous. My conscience arguing back and forth, so I guess that makes me the middleman. When I feed the beast, I leave it in its cage. If it gets loose, it might kill again. Mr. Doctor, I need some medication. Could you please prescribe me some milligrams? I swear to God, suicidal thoughts been spinning in my head like a ceiling fan. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. Underground in a dark place, I lay low like Doug Graves. Black mask, black duct tape, she got nice lips, I call her fuck face. I eat that pussy when she on her menstrual. Murder weapons inside the rental. If you got beef, you better let go. Back hook one through your temple. Cody Manson, you can't rebuke him. You know it's him if that demon's toothless. You can't stop him even if you shoot him. You can scream, but that shit is useless. The devil's coming, you can hear the music. Got you struggling, choking and puking. Rigor mortis, corpse leaking fluid. Dead bodies smell like raw sewage. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. Am I psycho or schizo? My only friend is a pistol. They tend to call me a sicko, cause I'm addicted to nymphos. Every day I swear I wake up, it's the same old thing. I came so far, but I'm still stuck in my old ways. It's not my family that makes me feel this way. It's the insanity that's stuck inside my brain. 10 over 6, my thoughts are wicked. Everyday struggles of a misfit. All my pain is self-inflicted. Can't escape the misery, I'm addicted. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery, it's never ending. All these voices in my ear, they make me trigger happy. Put the Glock to my temple, then squeeze it till it's empty. All these demons in my head, they keep on laughing at me. I'm so fed up with this misery.
Okay, did that play like 3 times?
It's
I
no, it had 3 verses on it.
jamming to that. We were dancing. We were doing the wave for a minute. So this is Piper.
This is Pixie.
Oh, Piper and Pixie. What's up?
Fucking,
They could be related. Look at that.
yeah.
What breed is Pixie?
She's a Chihuahua, something mixed. This is actually, this is Baja's dog, but she's also my dog now too. But
Oh,
yeah, she's
shout out to Baja. She was great at the show.
yeah, Baja Blast. Make sure y'all go stream her music video tomorrow. It drops. It's called Motel 6. Super dope video. She dropped a single. She dropped the audio for it on Valentine's Day. It's a love song, but it's super fire. I'm really happy with it. I'm proud of her for it. The video turned out super dope. Can't wait for y'all to see that shit.
And I would love to ask questions about her, but maybe she'd like to get on an interview.
Yeah, like I definitely like would like to have her. Like, I mean, I'm down to talk about her and shit, but like I want her to have her own platform. You know what I'm saying?
I would ask questions, but
she's very adamant about having her own platform too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
she definitely works hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
I can tell. I would just let her know. I'd love to ask her some questions. You know?
I mean, just let me know when you want to do it.
Her.
I'll put you guys in contact, and you guys can get her on here for her own episode.
Sweet, yeah. We can do whatever we want with it. Let her know that we can make video. Like I can present.
I mean, something just like this. I was actually just talking to her about this too. She just dropped an album back in October called Wasteland Queen. So make sure y'all go check that out. It's fucking super fire. It's like
Wasteland what? I'm gonna write it down.
Wasteland Queen by Baja Blast.
That's dope.
BAHA$T. Wasteland Queen. It's like, I believe it's like 5 tracks or 6 tracks. Super dope. It's like new metal trap rap, super aggressive, super dope as fuck. I'm actually featured on that on a song called Brain Disease.
Sweet. Love the name.
It's completely engineered and produced by the homie Kenny Graves. He's very talented. He did all the guitar riffs. He put the whole shit. He put all the sauce on that. But
I've heard of Graves actually.
Yeah, Kenny Graves. Yeah. If you guys go listen to that project, it's super fire. But also, this single that just dropped is not on Wasteland Queen. But she was just telling me she wants to hop on some podcasts to promote her shit too. So
yeah, she's always welcome on here.
Yeah,
and
you said
it's
what?
good to be on podcasts. It's really, I've seen you on a few other podcasts, and that's dope. Like, it's good to get out there. This is a good way for people.
Yeah, like I said, over the past couple years, I've been just touring so much and moving around personal life that I haven't really been very vocal on podcasts or even like dropping music. But I was on Spread the Dead podcast maybe like a month ago now, and I fucking talked about a lot of shit. I was on there for like 2 hours talking, and ever since then, I've been getting back on more, I'm more stable to where I can sit down and have the time to do some shit.
I bet it's nice.
Yeah.
Like when you get those breaks, do you record a lot, make a lot of merch too? Or
it just depends on what I'm doing. Like merchandising always is something that's always consistent, especially with touring, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not posting it online, like you got to have merch at a show, you know what I'm saying? But it all just depends. Like I'm so ADHD and like so this, and just being a Gemini, I'm just so all over the fucking place. But somehow I put it all together just in time to do what I need to do. But as far as recording, I don't like record songs and just sit on them usually. Like I usually come up with write the songs or whatever, and when it's time to record, I go in the studio and I already have the song ready to record. Like, I don't like to waste studio time. I have written in the studio on the spot, but I feel like I write my best shit when I'm just by myself. Like, no one around me, you know what I'm saying?
Mercury's in the reverse cowgirl. Oh,
Scooter's a fool, bro.
So much. Damn.
Shouts out to Scooter, Minnesota.
So I want to ask you though, like, what is your favorite? I know it's hard to choose because you have a good fan base and you travel everywhere. But what is your favorite place that you have ever played?
I always get this question.
Do you?
I'm not saying in a bad way, but it's like it's always hard to answer, and I feel like I give a different answer every time. How about I just tell you some of the favorite shows I've done? You know what I'm saying? I know a random city that I feel like that people probably wouldn't expect for me to say is Idaho Falls. Like anytime I do shows in Idaho Falls, they show so much love to me there that like it's Idaho fucking Falls to me. Like you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Denver's also dope.
The thing about Idaho Falls is that it's so peaceful there in Idaho Falls.
Right, like this society while I'm up there, like looks at me crazy, but when I get to the venue, the fans that show up for me there are fucking insane. They're dope. I don't know, man. I have a lot of cities. If I had to pick my top 5 like biggest markets, definitely it's like St. Paul, Minnesota always shows love. St. Louis shows love, big love. Denver shows big love. Salt Lake City shows big love. Texas in general, like anytime I do shows in Texas, they're dope as fuck. Like I don't want to leave any cities out. I know Chicago is one of my biggest stream cities on Spotify, even though I don't get booked in Chicago as often, but Chicago is definitely a big market of mine.
So, which city would you say had the most interesting show that you ever performed?
What stands out if you were to think of one?
Which city, which show, in which city stands out the most?
One of my craziest tour stories, which I can't talk about, was in Idaho Falls, but also Albuquerque, New Mexico is fucking off the chain, bro. Going there, like I've performed in Albuquerque multiple times. But performing with Twisted on the Certified Psychos tour at the sold out Sunshine Theater was a fucking experience and a half. Like the whole theater was sold out. Fucking crowd was insane. I ended up diving in the crowd and crowd surfing and shit. It was dope as fuck. Atlanta on the fucking Twisted tour was crazy. So was Worcester. I don't know, man. A lot like Denver. Denver always shows big love. But like that one thing I want to touch on real quick too is like any of the Certified Psychos tours I did like with Twisted, which was a major opportunity, and I still thank George and thank Jamie and everyone who was involved in getting me on that. Like that changed my life in so many ways, bro. Yeah, man. Like just pulling up to certain cities, like when you talk about Salt Lake City, like shout out to Doran because he's the one who books me there every time. The only time I've ever performed there not by him was on the Certified Psychos tour. But pulling up to the complex,
awesome,
dude. That show was fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? The Salt Lake City date of the Certified Psychos tour was fucking lit, dude. Hands down, one of the best crowd reactions I got. I actually have a video of me just like being like to the crowd, like when I say try, y'all say like, and the whole fucking crowd is just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was fire. Playing the Gathering, anytime I've ever played the Gathering's been crazy. Like my first Gathering as Cody Manson was fucking insane. When I headlined the daytime slot on like the second main stage, and hella people showed up for me. It was dope. And then the fucking Gathering of Dreams, there was like the Gorehounds of Snuff set. When Scum brought us out, I got to do the main stage during a headline slot. Was crazy. The Camp Zool, I see Justin talking about Camp Zool. Camp Zool's always been off the fucking chain. Camp Zool 2 specifically was one of my favorite fucking performances. I came out as like bloody Jesus Christ, but I had like demons carrying me on a bloody bag and shit. That performance is on YouTube. If you guys look up Cody Manson Camp Zool 2 performance, the whole thing is on there. I had like a reverse funeral, dude. I had like it was these demons in burlap sack masks carrying a body bag as pole bears instead of a casket. It was a body bag, and I had like this church music playing. there's these two demons with LSP flags. There was a fucking like the Grim Reaper instead of a
Nice.
priest holding a voodoo doll of me.
We always the type to not be afraid to step over the boundaries, so to speak. Did you always have that kind of personality to be like, if I step over this line, I don't care who attacks me, I'm standing my ground as soon as I step over this line? Or,
I do that naturally though. Like I'm not the type of person to go out of my way to do some shock value shit just because it's shocking. I feel like that's kind of cringy when people do that. But like if you can do that shit, if you can do some shit that's like creative and shocking,
like if you have a conviction towards something, like you stand by it truly, not like you said, not for shock value, but if you have a conviction behind it, like
besides live performances, like a song of mine that I feel like is completely fucked up but like insane. What the fuck is it called? Did I call it AIDS? Did I call it that? It's on Equals MC Skelter. It's gonna bother me. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick before I.
Wait. I'll play the video. I'll look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, play this song here, but I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, just send me the link on wherever, and I'll play it.
Yeah, because it's crazy that because here's the thing, I'll write songs and I'll have it saved as a certain song title, but then sometimes when I put the album out, I change the name of the song, so it throws me off sometimes. So
well, you've written so much music.
No, that's not the name of the song. The original name of the song was AIDS though, but I feel like I changed that because it was too fucked up.
But did you find the name?
Hold on, I'm finding it right now. Thrills, that's what it's called.
All right, I'll download it real quick and play it. Is it spelled thrills like thrills, or does it have a Z?
THRILLZ, Thrills. Now this song is like, I feel like it's super slept on, but it's like it's one of them songs where like the message behind it, there's so many different like life lessons in this fucking song, but it's so dark and so fucked up, but it's so dope.
I love the artwork behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Who did that artwork?
What the fuck's his name? That's like a dick right now.
It's cool.
The homie out of Canada did that shit. I'm trying to remember what the fuck his name is. It'll come to me. Like you put me on the spot, I'll be forgetting. I'm trying to remember what the fuck his name was.
Is that a Canada? And
yeah, he reached out to me and shit, but he's actually the guy who did Ouija's Gutter Water album artwork and shit too. He does a lot of shit for Chuckles too. I feel like such a dick right now for not remembering his name.
I can see the similarity actually now that you mentioned that for Ouija and.
Yeah, but there's I just want to make it clear that I didn't go look for the same guy. He actually reached out to me, and the first thing he said wasn't even that he did that. He's done a lot of big shit for a lot of, he did shit for Billie Eilish. Like he did shit for all types of artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was just one of the things that was in his catalog that he's done.
So not only are horror flicks a part of your influence, how much are cartoons a part of your influence? Because you have the horror flick / cartoon image of that singular.
Well, what's crazy is this, to be honest with you guys, I don't really watch that many movies. I don't really watch that many cartoons, but just my energy alone is like a scary cartoon character. So so
you're already a cartoon.
Yeah, I'm just a character, man. Like a real live character, though. Like my personality is something that could be a cartoon. Like I like Beavis and Butthead completely is one of my goats. But then obviously South Park, fucking Rick and Morty, shit like that. I grew up on all the Nickelodeon shit too. I'm a '90s baby. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't want to sit here and get into the cartoons because, like, I mean, like, I've watched pretty much everything. But, like, when I sit down and watch something right now, I'm either watching some random shit. Like, I just watched the Griselda series that's on Netflix. That was dope. I'm currently watching Warrior. I've seen that. The what's it called? Warrior. That one is like it takes place in like post Civil War, and it's like an old western meets a kung fu. Like I think it was based off of like a story that Bruce Lee wrote. Super violent and super dope though. It's like I don't know. It's crazy. You have to check it out. But like I just watch random shit. I watch a lot of podcasts too. Like I like hearing people. I like hearing people's stories, even shit outside of music. Like I've been watching the Matthew Cox podcast. He's the guy that scammed the fucking banks, the Bank of America, out of millions of dollars, and now he interviews other people that have went to jail for like embezzling and just crazy shit, and just hearing their stories of how like they seen an opportunity to make quick cash, but then had to pay the price and rebuild their life legitly after that. I relate to that a lot because I used to do a lot of fuck shit in the streets, and I had to learn how to be a performing citizen, to say the least. Like,
what I find admirable about you is that you have taken multiple interests as far as being an entertainer, like writing, rapping, singing, cartoons, acting, all this other stuff. Like in order to build yourself as a legitimate figure in the entertainment business, you've taken on all aspects without being like it's a rare talent where you don't have all interests in all these aspects, but you get influenced by it, but make it your own in a way.
yeah, and what's crazy going on with
Do you
that
feel like
too?
you influence yourself? Do you feel like that? Like there really aren't. Do you feel like you influence yourself? There really aren't any outside influences. That's what I get.
like I'll be
as a human being,
as a human being, we all are influenced by shit. But I was just gonna say this, like a lot of my influences are like subconscious. Like I don't realize that something influenced me until I'm doing something that's like, oh shit. Like whether it's a song.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like subconsciously, even though if you're not in the cartoons or anime, like somehow it may have had an influence on what you do, and like you have enough respect to analyze that and to acknowledge it. But even though you're not a fan of it, you acknowledge it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a fan of a lot of things that I don't consistently watch or tap into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. I feel like I sound boring sometimes because I'm like, I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch movies. I don't play video games.
Wait a minute. You don't watch wrestling?
No. When I was a kid, like I'm a 90s baby. Like I grew up watching
801 Ring Wrestling Talk. That's why I said that. I have another branch, which we interview wrestlers. We're part of a wrestling scene here in Salt Lake.
But imagine if he would have put out a shirt where he's giving a Stone Cold Stunner to one of like
I don't hate wrestling. I'm not one of those people that's against it. I don't want to sit here and lie to y'all and be like, yeah, man, I'm this big wrestling fan guy, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
You're real as fuck. You're you. That's what my point is.
And but I know like in the Juggalo culture, like a lot of people are into wrestling, a lot of people are into video games, a lot of people are into like, you know, like comics or like fucking like Funko Pops and all that shit. Like I respect the culture of it, but like I don't have a huge Funko Pop collection. Like I don't have.
You have one. I saw your Funko Pop.
No, there's a Funko Pop of me. You know what I'm saying? I have a Funko Pop of me, but I don't have a whole wall of Funko Pops. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You have one of you. That's it.
Yeah.
You're gonna make some of us, and we'll send you. So you have friends. That Funko Pop can't sit alone.
But when it comes to collecting, though,
get Baja one. Baja, get like a little tea party.
Hold on 1 second. I'll show you something.
I want it so bad.
Let's see if we got Pixie in there.
Tell her that is the dopest one I've ever seen. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
But yeah, but when it comes to like My general interest, I'm really just into fashion, like clothing. I'm into like podcasts. Like there's a lot of artists I listen to, but like Yellow Wolf is one of my favorite artists, but I watch more Yellow Wolf interviews than I listen to his music. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, it's funny that you mentioned him. I actually met him back in 2011 at a Warped Tour before he even got signed to Shady Records.
That's dope. See, Yellow Wolf, I've never actually got to meet him, but I actually opened for his first tour that he did on Shady, and we killed the show. And actually, like, this is way back. This is like 2012, maybe. Fucking my ex-girlfriend at the time came to the show with me, and she had these brand new LeBrons on that were all white, and like we were in the pit, and the pit started around us, and like I didn't want to be in the pit. I'm just like trying to get out of the way, and like people was like, getting heavy as fuck. So I'm trying to get her out of the pit, and like this dude just kept like standing in my way, and like as like the music's loud, I screamed in his face like, "Get the fuck out of my way!" Like as I said that, the music stopped because the song, and like it was like quiet enough to where like all you heard was me scream that. Everyone looked at me, and Yellow Wolf was like, "Damn, that motherfucker ain't playing right there." Like that's like the only Yellow Wolf interaction I have. But like he's definitely like on my list of artists that like I would love to work with someday in some manner. Like I just relate to him a lot.
Let me say this. I actually met him after the show, and he's a lot more calm off stage than he is on stage. Like
I can tell that by his interviews and shit. Like he definitely seems like a chill dude.
Chill and quiet.
He's a lot more soft spoken in real life. He when he gets on stage though, he lets it all out.
That's awesome.
When he's on stage.
I love that. I love when people are
I feel like that's how a lot of artists are, because like that crazy energy they get, that's why they do the music. Like, there are some artists that like, one thing, there are some artists which I respect that when artists do this, when they build like a character, and it's like that's not like their characters outside of them as a person.
Ego or their
yeah. So like when you meet them, they keep up this alter ego. But like I personally am an artist that like it can seem like I'm a character, but my character is just my personality. It's not an alter ego. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm also bipolar as fuck. So like, like there's like crazy wild Cody, and then there's like chill as fuck Cody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
everybody has their sides. That's the fun part about performing, is that you can just be whatever the hell you want to be.
But Yellow Wolf is so chill. He's just like,
yeah.
He's still interactive and everything, but he's like, hey, what's up, bro?
I have a question. Yeah. Yes, cool. So what is like your biggest like dream ever in general? It doesn't have to do with music, just in general. What do you see? What do you fucking want, man?
I mean, overall, I just want to find beyond success. Like I want my dream, I guess my I don't even want to say my final goal, because I don't think I'll ever have a new goal. Like I always joke around and say, one day when I retire from rap, I want to go to school to be a chiropractor. Like when I'm old, like I just like I'm weirdly intrigued by chiropractors. Like not just the sound of the bones cracking, but just the fact that they know how to do that shit is like something that. And then like, but like I guess my overall goal is to become successful in music to an extent to where like obviously like, I would love to be a fucking rich ass multi-millionaire. Like that's obviously every art. I'm not gonna say every artist will, but like when you want to make a living off rap, like I'm blessed enough to where right now, like I don't have a job outside of music. Like my job is creating clothing, creating content, and touring, and it pays the bills. But like I'm trying to like, I want to get to a point where I have no financial worry. I'm in control of all my shit. As far as like, I don't want to sign to some major label and I have to do like a certain thing.
To get up to that island,
almost as
mansion,
if like you use
there's a lot of shit you probably have to do.
Almost as if like use all the money they use from making the music and use that to solidify a foundation of.
Well, yeah, like I want to find financial freedom. I want my own clothing line. That's something that's like popular and like out there. That's like separate from me as an artist, like not just Cody Manson's clothes. Like I want to be like, I want to be respected as a fashion designer.
Ooh, Life Clothing, that has a nice.
Well, Trife Life is a clothing company more than anything.
I
Like,
love
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Like eventually, if it ever becomes a label, I'm gonna be the only artist signed to Trife Life. I'm gonna sign myself. Like I'm not looking to create a new underground rap label that's up there with like the fucking Strange Musics and Psychopathics, you know, and all. Like I'm not trying to create a castle. I'm trying to create my own castle for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm always down to work with artists and help artists, but like I'm not looking to be a CEO and signing a bunch of artists and shit. Like I just want my own clothing company where I'm respected as a fashion designer. I want to get into directing. Like like all my music videos. Like I come up with the concepts, and like I'm actually like for like the Psychoactive video is one of my favorite bodies of work. I directed that whole video. I didn't film and edit it, but it was all my idea.
I know exactly how you feel. You gave everybody, yeah. And that's literally what directing is. Like, you may not have you may not know like the science and whatever behind creating the video, but you told them what to do and they did exactly what you wanted.
Like all my videos are my idea, but like not every video have I put a bunch of thought into, but like Psychoactive is one video for sure that I sat down and made this plan. And like if you guys, this is one I want to tell you guys something about this. So the album cover Psychoactive, there's a brain that's being broken down like a brick and it's being weighed in like bags of drugs. I made that brain out of Jello. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I made that brain myself. And if you open the cover,
did you have like one of those casts that was like a brain cast?
Yeah, it's just a brain. It looks like a helmet kind of. I got it off Amazon, like whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
cool.
I made that myself. But if you look at the album artwork, if you actually have the physical album, if you open it, you see on the cover it's the brain being broken on a weight. You open it up, you see a hand-to-hand transaction, and then like the album cover itself or the CD itself, there's lines of brain with a razor blade, and if you take the CD out, the lines are gone and there's a rolled up dollar bill there. So it's like the lines were snipped. And if you shut the thing, the back cover is me with a bloody nose. So it's kind of like the lifespan of a drug, but also there's a metaphor there that like I'm slinging knowledge, like I'm selling my thoughts, you know? And then if you watch the music video for Psychoactive, I brought that whole idea to life. I'm laying there with my brain out, being packed up and weighed and sold to people throughout the video. Yeah. Like I directed that whole shit myself. And then nice. Like
I actually am gonna play it in a minute. Finish talking about it.
And then another video I'm really proud of is the Gross video. It's all crazy, whatever, but I directed that whole video too. Like the swimming pool, the kiddie pool full of slime. There's like water guns in it, but there's also real like AK-47s in it. Like it's like really like gangster, but really cartoony and fucking crazy. Like I directed that whole shit too.
I haven't seen this one. What is it?
Gross.
What's the name? Gross.
GROSS. Yeah. That video is insane. Can
I play Psychoactive? We haven't played. Yeah, can we take a moment and play it since you were talking about it?
Yeah, and then the actual video though. Play the actual video.
I am. Yeah, I just downloaded it so we could do it because I had the MP3 and this is way better.
Yeah.
So it's just downloading better. But yeah, so who does your videos real quick before this?
I mean, I use different people. Henny Honky, his video thing is called Please Drop That. He's out of Cleveland. He's one of the best videographers in Cleveland. I've used Back Alley Official. They're also really big. Like they're really big in like the trap rap scene in Cleveland. And then I've also done videos with Nexus Studios. They're based out of like Youngstown, Ohio. I've used a bunch of different people. Like McNasty did a video for me. My homie Dan Troy out of Detroit did Tears of a Clown. It just depends where I'm at and who's available. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's cool. So you don't just have one person.
No, well, I mean I have my go-tos, but like right now I'm in LA. Like I'm not gonna go all the way to Cleveland to shoot a video. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Well, in LA, you probably have a lot of options.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm starting to learn. There's a lot of access to a lot of dope shit out here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from LA. If you check it out, one of his nicknames is LA.
There you go. What part of LA you from?
I'm from Eagle Rock.
There you go. That's what's up, man. I live in Koreatown right now.
Oh, word. That's
Yeah.
up, bro.
That's cool. All right, well, Psychoactive, guys.
Henny Honky, please drop that shit.
Look into the eyes of a sick fuck. Everybody hands up, this is stick up. You talk a lot of shit, but then you bitch up. You got a big mouth, I got big nuts. My mind state is bipolar. I'm strapped up like 5 soldiers on blotter papers and King Cobra. I'm fucked up, I'm not sober. Step inside the ring and it's a knockout. I'm going hard in the paint, you can't box out. You never catch me slipping unless you catch me with your bitches. You just sitting with a mouth wide open and my cock out. Every day is a psychosis. Psychiatrist couldn't diagnose this. Chain gang, that's a hypnosis. Heard they throwing shade, but I never noticed. Take a dab, blow out the smoke. I'm the Grim Reaper without the cloak. The next one that says my music sucks, I'ma shove this microphone down their throat. I walk in the venue and start a riot. Dread swinging like a fucking pirate. I was masked up way before the virus. Slow and painful like killing silence. Welcome to the mind of a savage. Trippy, raindrops, black magic. I got nothing to lose, I never had shit. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Psycho, active, psycho, active, psycho, active. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Welcome to the mind of a savage. Trippy, raindrops, black magic. I got nothing to lose, I never had shit. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Psycho, active, psycho, active, psycho, active. Picture rap, life to the casket. Made a name in the game cause I play to win. I took me some L's trying to make it M. I'm down to make money, fuck making friends. If it ain't about business, got nothing to say to them. Bitch, I'm an alien. They say that I'm crazy, I'm out of my cranium. I'm seeing demons and no, I'm not afraid of them. Laughing their faces while burning in pentagrams. Yeah. When I was down and out, I bag a picture just a telegram. Yeah. I used to be the one to run up on you at the ATM. Them haters wanna stop my shine but can't cause I'm too radiant. Acting like they hover in real life, they talk this baby shit. I know, I'm psycho, I'll burn this bitch down, I'm a pyro. Call the 5-0, you can tell I'm here dreads and a rifle. The policeman said that I'm a culprit. They wanna arrest me, lock me up in the bullpen. I'm tripping fish to say the full strip. It's safe to say that I am back on my bullshit. Welcome to the mind of a savage. Trippy, raindrops, black magic. I got nothing to lose, I never had shit. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Psycho, active, psycho, active, psycho, active. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Welcome to the mind of a savage. Trippy, raindrops, black magic. I got nothing to lose, I never had shit. Picture rap, type life to the casket. Psycho, active, psycho, active, psycho, active. Picture rap, type life to the casket.
So fucking dope. The way your eyes are all red. I forgot about that part. And then just the whole fucking everything that in that video was so sick.
Yeah, it was really like rewarding to see my idea come to life in a way. Like I'm always skeptical if it's gonna come out how I envisioned it, and that one definitely hit the nail on the head for me.
I like how they did, like you're in the bathroom and they did a whole bunch of shots where it's all different.
Yeah, that scene of me in the bathroom, I'm supposed to almost be there as like a spirit, even though even though I'm like standing there, it's almost like it's like if you guys see what's happening, like I have the black eyes, my brain's getting packed up. The people that sniff it, and they look at the camera, their eyes turn black. It's like they're turning into me.
Okay.
And I really like how like the cops they bust dude. And like the cops are like, crooked cops, they sniff a bump, and it's like it's dark lighting, so you can't tell, but the cops' eyes turn black and shit. Like that shit was
Yeah. It was cool. The black guys and like the dude in the bathroom. I got it. It was like you're on the table, and then you've got the demon, and then you've got like the angel almost, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like
Something like that. It's just a wicked ass drug dealer.
It's so dope. It's dope, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the way they made that video. And that is one of your best songs. I fucking love the flow.
It's definitely turned into one of my classics now. Now that time has passed, it's definitely a song that I do at every show still. You know what I mean?
Sweet. Well, hey, we've gone into an hour and a half. Anything else that you want me to play? Or I have a couple
I'd rather just plug some shit. If you want to play a video after we're done and let it ride out, that's cool.
We can do that. And
if you want to play a video, you should look up Gross. Cody Manson Gross. Look up the music video for that. Super fun video to make. Super dope. But I just want to plug some shit. So I have my album Double Cups and Demons coming out late May. I'll have a couple videos that come out for that release, but also I'll be dropping some singles on the way up to that, like next month. Well, this month, as of tomorrow, it'll be March. I'm dropping the first single. It's called 27 Club. It's featuring Keith Stone and Jamie Madrox. It's produced by Scrim from the Suicide Boys. It's like a wicked strip club song. It's super dope. Following month in April, I'll be dropping a single, and then early May, I'll be dropping the third single for the release, and the actual album will drop late May. Nice. So do that. Be on the lookout. I started doing my chain gang shit again. I'm not doing it full time, but I'm doing a lot more just Trife Life graphics, but I am still doing some custom. So if you want a custom chain, hit me up. I'm going to be dropping some more horror movie jerseys here probably in the next couple of days. You'll see those online. And just, go on gorehop.com right now. They're doing a crazy sale. A bunch of my merch is for the low right now. So you can go, if you haven't got anything, or if you want to get a repeat item or something that you already got, there's charms, hats, beanies, fucking ski masks, hoodies, t-shirts, marked way down, because there will be a new bundle pack coming out with the album, but that's not for another 3 months. So go get that. I am also updating my Trife Life store here soon to where it'll be drop shipping, to where if you order something off the website, it gets printed and shipped straight to you. I never even touched the product. So that'll definitely help out the turnaround time, considering I usually tour a lot and it's hard for me to ship shit out immediately. But yeah, check that out.
Nice. Everybody check that out. I pulled up Gross, but it wasn't a video. It was just the picture.
No, so type in Gross official video. That's one thing that bothers me about that is I don't feel like it was tagged right when it was uploaded. And I put a lot of money and time into that video. And even the views on it are low compared to my other videos, because it's hard to find for some reason. Like I actually usually find reaction videos to that video before I can find the actual video. So
you can go in and change your settings.
Well, I'll have to talk to them about that, because it's not on my channel. It's on the
LSP channel. I'll definitely share this video.
I'm considering re-releasing it on my channel and seeing how it does. But look up Cody Manson Gross official video.
Yeah. I have it. I'm just grabbing it real quick, and then we'll play it. Thank you for getting on. I really appreciate this, man. This is
for sure. And make sure tomorrow, make sure y'all go look up Baja Blast new video Motel 6. It's BAHABLA $T. Blast with a $. BAHA, not a fucking J. Go check out her video. It's fucking crazy. Go look up Keith Stone.
We definitely will.
You said what?
I said we definitely will.
Make sure y'all go stream Keith Stone. He just dropped an EP called Rolling Stone. To go make sure y'all peep that shit out too.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
I have a question real quick while I'm loading this up. Doc Satan, he's doing right now, but
Yeah. He did my Motel 6 tattoo.
Yeah, has he done any other tattoos for you?
He did he did this Forever 27 on me too.
Nice.
He did that. I'm trying to see what side the fucking Motel 6 is on. I don't remember what side it's on. Hold on. Is it this side? No, it's this side.
He was so happy. He's my brother, dude.
Yeah,
He was so happy about that.
Go
That's
stream
sick.
Motel 6, bro.
So,
It's
do
go.
you get a discount if you show it? Do they like, because you promote?
Actually, I tried like 10 times, and the 11th time I tried, I actually did get a really good discount.
Sweet.
Yeah, Motel 6 don't give a fuck about anybody.
That's sweet.
Though.
So. You have any questions, Sonny, while I'm downloading this? It is a very large file, so.
This is Taekwondo. What you want to know? Who is the most toughest MC you ever get on the track with? If there is one, if there was one in the entire hip hop world, regardless of genre, regardless of skill, like regardless of year, like if there is one hip hop artist that you would be afraid to get on the track with,
I'd never be afraid. Let me touch on this real quick. I would never be afraid to get on a track with anybody. I can tell you some features I've done that were some crazy artists. Some artists you might know would be Gmo Ski, Jamie Madrox. I got a track with Danny Diablo. He's fucking dope. But some artists that you guys might not know that are really talented would be like Bobby Cray. You guys probably know Doc Gruesome. He's fucking dope.
I love Doc Gruesome. Absolutely.
Yeah, Doc Gruesome's dope. There's an artist called The Irishman and The Fallen Angel. Those two artists snapped. Like I'm not trying to. I've done a lot of collabs, so don't want to leave nobody out. But like some artists that like were really that just killed the fucking track with me. Like Bobby Cray definitely is one artist that never fucking disappoints. And then real quick, I want to tell you guys too, on the Twisted tour, there'll be certain cities I pull up to, and like since I'm on the tour package, I go on right before Twisted, but like when we were in Roseville, California, which is like Sacramento area, I had to go on right after Gmo Ski and Inf Gang in their hometown. And that was low key intimidating because they're out there, they killed it. And I had to go out there by myself. I still got a lot of compliments. I don't feel like I fucked up or anything. But that's one time where I was like, oh shit, I gotta kill this shit. And then like another one was in Lansing, Michigan. I went on right after Light and the Monstar Clique went out there and fucking bodied it. And I'm like, damn, I gotta follow that up. All right, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those are some times where I've actually felt like a fire in me that I had to go hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
sure.
That's dope. The growth file is too big for me to play, unfortunately.
No worries, just play whatever.
Look it up. It's the official music video. It looks cool. I'm gonna watch it when we're finished. Yeah. Let's see if we have any more commenters. Hey, I'm gonna look at all the comments and shares. And I froze.
You're good. I can hear you.
Okay. All the comments and shares, and whoever stands out the most, who's commented the most or shared the most, you can get some Zoetic Promotions merch. And we didn't ask a stupid fucked up question, but there aren't a lot of people on anymore. So I don't know. If you want to ask a question, we can put it in the comments.
Ask people what musical group or band, if you want to call it a band, was the influence for me to first ever want to be a performer. If you guys can answer what group was the first group that I ever heard that inspired me to want to be a live performer, I got an autographed tour pass sticker for y'all.
Okay, so musical band influence Cody Manson to be a performer, right? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And you will win. What are they going to win?
An autographed tour pass sticker. And if multiple people answer correctly, I'll send one to everyone who answers correctly.
So hopefully people make it to the end of this awesome, badass interview. Cody, I can't wait for you to come back. I'll definitely be there. And Underground United is going to be our next show. Have you heard about the Underground United?
I seen the flyer for it. That's dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I'm excited.
So,
Can't wait to experience you guys from the East Coast to discover what we do on the West Coast.
I will definitely be back to Salt Lake City sometime this year, guys. So you'll see me. You'll see me.
all right. So I answer here, and you'll get assigned. I'm sorry, I was distracted somehow.
A signed tour pass sticker. It's not a laminated tour pass. It's the tour pass stickers I had on the Love to Hate Me tour, to where like if you were like a homie that pulled up, I gave you it's the exact same tour pass, but it's a sticker that you get stick on your shirt. But I'll sign it.
Okay, as many people that guess will get one. All right, I got it. It took me a second, but hey, there we go. So pay attention. You could win some cool shit. If you're watching this and you're not looking at the comments, it's in the comments. Go ahead and answer, and whoever's right will win that tour pass that is signed. And it's a sticker too.
Yes.
So dope. All right. Well, thank you. It's so full circle too. Like it was so cool in that interview in 2020. And so I'm happy to get you back on, and maybe in the next like 3 or 4 years or however.
I mean, shit. Whenever I'm dropping a project, I always look to do podcasts. So we can do another one. We can do another one in May if you want to.
Yeah.
When the
I've
album
got a lot going on in May with Underground United, but how about like the summer, like June or something?
Whenever.
I'd love to get Baja Blast on. I'm so curious. I don't know much about her. I saw her perform, and she just popped out of nowhere. So I'm excited.
If you could find a time in your schedule to do that sooner than later, that would make more sense for her. But like she definitely would be down.
Yeah, just tell her like April or something would work.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, thanks so much. Mad love to you, Cody Manson. Anything else you want to shout out before we go?
Trife Life or No Life. If you already know what it is, make sure y'all check out. We're dropping in March, 27 Club, featuring Keystone and Jamie Madrox.
Can't wait. I'm gonna buy it. Why not, right?
Any honky, please drop that shit.
Mad love, everybody, and I hope you have a good night.
All right.
Official video looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
And have a great night.
Yeah, me too. Peace out.
They say they love you, but they hate you at the same time. Hearts are meant to be broken, but I won't let you break mine. Pedal to the metal, straight gas, cut the brake lines. Bitch, quit playing on my line, I don't waste time. White girl sniffing white girl.